What else? What else? Elevators. I've been having a serious amount of vertigo this week. I had some dizziness before, but I think this can officially be called vertigo because I'm just standing up and falling right over to the side. I look like a drunk person. And elevators are starting to really fuck me up. There's an elevator at the theater where I'm doing my show, and because stairs have sort of sucked, I take the elevator. Just up one floor to get a snack or go to the vending machines or whatever. It messes me up big time. Like yesterday, I rode up in the elevator, fell over like twice, like sort of went from wall to wall in the elevator, like it was like there was an invisible force and they're throwing me around, and it feels like my brain just goes scrambled, my eyes cross. And so then I sort of was on the floor of the elevator and I had, I don't think a seizure, although somebody told me it could be a petit mal because I didn't go unconscious, but I had some sort of convulsion on the floor of the elevator from the elevator. The elevator made that happen. So I sort of crawled out and got my shit enough together to go get my Snickers or whatever the crap it was I wanted, and still couldn't take the stairs, so I took the elevator back down, and the sort of same thing happened. I stayed standing because I knew to hold onto the rails, but I sort of had a seizure from the shoulders up, like my shoulders went crazy and my head went nuts, and then it was like I was on on the Titanic, like I'm on a crazy boat, and I couldn't get any, like, my cognitive, like, my thinking, I couldn't think for a solid hour after that, and I felt cross-eyed and really jacked up. So if anybody knows what that is, and maybe it's an inner ear thing, maybe it's just vertigo from one of the medications, but it's been getting increasingly worse. Yesterday was the worst case. There have been several times I've been dizzy or I've sort of fallen over, but it's never really caused convulsing until yesterday. And it really, I mean, for riding one floor in an elevator really messed me up for an hour. Like, I couldn't remember my lines. But if my director watches this, which I don't think she does, but I'm not using that as an excuse. I couldn't remember anything. If I couldn't have told you my address or my phone number for that hour. And then the fog sort of lifted, but I know it was caused by the elevator. So if you guys know anything about that, let me know what that crap that was. And so I talked about Neurontin, like you care. I do, though. And my show opens tomorrow, and I think it'll be okay. I'm fortunate that I'm playing a character who has mental and physical disabilities, so right now, if I get ticky or if my body sort of refuses to cooperate, I can sort of use that for the character I'm playing, so I'm very fortunate. And then I did decide to take that other little theater job. It turned out to be, it's going to be like a 15-minute short initially, and then it will be workshops over the course of a year, and I can choose whether or not to stay in or stay out. But 15 minutes for a little bit of money, and to keep my hand in, I can do 15 minutes. I don't think I could do much more. I was about to say no, and it made me very sad, and then she said, 15 minutes, you can't do that? Yes, I can. I can do 15 minutes of probably anything. We could all do 15 minutes of anything. Then we're done. That was it. I hope you guys are having good weeks. I have not seen new videos from some of my we're fledgling buddies. We're new buddies, but some of my fledgling buddies, I haven't seen videos from you for a while. And I know that when we feel like shit, like, for me, it's just sort of an outlet that I require. A lot of other people like to watch TV. The frequency, I've mentioned that before, on the TV sometimes bothers me, so that's not something I can really always do. So I make videos. And I feel like I need somebody to talk to. Oh, okay, another video that I'll talk about, I want to do sometime, is I want us all to talk about, we've all, I think, sort of mentioned how friendships, oh, I'm nauseous. Awesome. Okay, I'm taking an internal. No, guys, please. That's Cooper. He's the one that sounds like a girl, and then my girl dog sounds like a boy. They're like Sonny and Cher. So we've all talked about how sort of friendships go by the wayside. during times of chronic illness, or a lot of friendships do. I shouldn't say all. Cooper, please stop. Please stop. Yeah, just sit. Anyway, I want to talk about the relationships that, at some point, I wish we could all have a conversation about the relationships that last, the ones that stay, and how we try to maintain them, and like our parents or families that are really kind to us, because a lot of us are very lucky and have families that are involved, and that's sort of how we're still alive. And so how we maintain those relationships and do our best to be good to those people. Also, I'm sort of wanting to talk about really personal relationships, like boyfriends, girlfriends, husbands, wives, at some point. So that's something that is on my mind. Relationships are on my mind. Have good weeks. I might do a stupid stick puppet thing. I'm thinking about it. I've been looking up like These Are the Days of Our Lives theme music, but my brain is really not functional today, and you guys don't care anyway. But have a good week. Internal toast to everyone. And we'll see if I do something else dorky.